Hey everybody, it's Glenn, back in this video as my reviews of the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Infinite Series Rhino BAF wave continue with Ghost Rider. On the packaging back we see Ghost Rider alongside fellow hero for hire, booyah, it's Misty Knight. Heroes for hire and also taking bookings for kids' parties, weddings, bar mitzvahs. Whatever. Then on the left there is the Rhino BAF, and the series comprises Scarlet Spider, Superior Venom, Misty Knight, White Tiger, Kraven, Ghost Rider as we have here, and Chameleon. Here he is out of packaging, Johnny Blaze, a stunt motorcyclist who sold his soul to the devil to save the life of his father. And as a result, in the presence of evil, he transforms into the Ghost Rider to exact the devil's revenge, returning the evil to hell. Sounds familiar to me. Yeah, Dad, if you're watching this, try thanking me sometime. Ghost Rider is on a body first seen with Star-Lord from the Marvel Legends SDCC Thanos Imperative box set of last year, and then more recently in the Entertainment Earth Guardians of the Galaxy box set, and in between those two was used for the AIM Soldier from the Captain America Winter Soldier Legends. As such, it's incredible to me how flexible that mold is in embodying disparate characters. And used as Ghost Rider here, it doesn't seem compromised in any way from its previous life as other characters, seeming made for this purpose. But here we get the addition of the belt, then that chain across his chest and the collar, all making for a very classic looking Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. I'd compare him to other iterations of the character we've got over the years, but alas, I have none. If I'm honest, Ghost Rider has never struck a chord with me, even at the height of Ghost Rider's popularity in the early 90s. And those Ghost Rider movies with Nicolas Cage probably hasn't helped the cause any. Not that I should speak bad of them, as the Ghost Rider movies are the only Marvel movies I've never actually seen, which in itself says a lot. I mean, I'm someone who has even watched the Generation X TV movie multiple times. But if you watched my blind bag bonanza featuring Marvel 500, he was on the packaging there alongside Hulk and Cap. He's had a masher, plus his inclusion here in this series shows that Marvel are keeping the character in the mix. If the Doctor Strange movie is successful, then that might open a door to even more of the supernatural side of the Marvel Universe, including Ghost Rider. Who knows? Now taking a closer look, and how about this head sculpt? Really surprised by this, pleasantly. A skull being consumed by hellfire, not always the easiest concept to translate from comic art to plastic. Here, I have no complaints. I'd say Hasbro have gone further than I ever would have expected them to with it. I like the way the flames extend up from his torso, then with his neck it's reduced to the detail of his spinal column. Just a really considered application of the deco that balances well with the translucence of the plastic. With the flames extending up from his head in a really gestural motion, plus an articulated jaw, that's a total surprise. Really extending the possibilities of the atmosphere of the character in posing. And while we're on the subject of posing, let's take a look at articulation. So as we saw, his head is able to move side to side and it's able to look down this much. Quite a decent amount considering this doesn't have a neck hinge, it is just on a ball joint, and then looks up this much. At the shoulder, the arm rotates and it moves up, well, not even to a right angle to the body. Then there's upper arm rotation, a double jointed elbow. Then at the wrist, it rotates and it's also hinged, moving down and up. There's waist rotation, then he has an ab crunch which moves this far forward and then this far back. At the hips, the legs move out to the side, not particularly far, but they move a decent amount forward and move slightly back. There's upper leg rotation. Then there's a double jointed knee. Looks like he should have articulation at the top of the boot there, but no. And the ankle is hinged, moving backwards and forwards, and has that crazy ankle rocker pivot that I love. Yet the disappointing hip articulation prevents him from taking full advantage of that ankle pivot, with this being his widest stance possible, still with both feet flat on the floor. Now, as considered as the head sculpt is, the trigger-fingered hands do bother me. Clearly posed to hold accessories he doesn't actually come with, but borrowing the AIM Soldier's weapons here. To me, unless Hasbro are gonna give us accessories, having hands poised to hold them is a pet peeve of mine. You can wrestle the chain from his chest and have him hold it. Not to the greatest effect though, is it? I guess those hands would be good for gripping handlebars of a motorcycle. Not Not that he comes with one, of course. Sure, back in the day, for a third of the price, Toy Biz gave us a Ghost Rider and motorcycle. Not just the one, actually. Yet I won't waste time complaining about that, as the days of that kind of bang for your buck are long gone. Plus, many a moon ago, I had my palm read by a gypsy, and she told me the day I ride a motorcycle will be the day I die. She warned me never to ride one, further warning for me to never even be around people riding them, or even to stand next to a stationary one, I guess in case it topples over on top of me. I've even extended her warning to not even playing with toy motorcycles. And so instead, my Ghost Rider can ride atop Spidey's pizza delivery cycle. Admit it, next time you order pizza and hear the buzzer, there'll be a split second before you open the door where you'll fear Ghost Rider is stood out there. It's a sight that could even make the Ninja Turtles quit eating pizza. So all things considered, I'd give Ghost Rider a recommend. It's far exceeded my expectations, raising my interest in the character to an all-time high. So for that alone, Hasbro should be commended. It's quite an endorsement, really, when an action figure can make you more interested in a character and their story. If you missed my previous review, click the video on the right to catch up. Some correspondence from that video: no competition, Serpent Society all the way. The most telling statistic is I've made 16 customs of members of the Serpent Society and 0 of Squadron Supreme. Just more interesting character designs to me, I suppose. That's got to be the Ultimate Green Goblin BAF Wave Black Cat, a combination of a character that floats my boat and represents the most marked improvement for a Legends redo. Don't believe me? Then check out my Toy Biz vs Hasbro comparison. Yes, I am. After I reviewed the Target triple pack, I was posing Ultron and was like, that can't be the limit of his hip articulation. It must move more. Snap. Nope, it doesn't. Honestly, in Legends, I'd rather see comic characters and not movie ones, but if we have to have them, I'd go with your pick of Wanda. I think her character design would add the most variety to the line. Anyway, I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.